Live. Ooh. Coming in going slow. Yeah. It's damn time. Damn time. Damn time. It's damn time. I got too much in my head. Damn time, man. I forgot our branding. I was so much into the mood, man. This is breaking this bitch. I'll probably fuck up this intro, by the way. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Shaver.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a Damn Time podcast. Just kidding. It's a damn good time podcast.
Here we go.
I swear, I'm not even that drunk yet, dude. I got like a beer and a half and like 2 shots in me, and I'm fucking this up already.
Lightweight.
Well, no, it's, you know, you gotta cut me some slack here. We were like trying to figure out the soundboard a little bit and figure out. We had,
I think we got it figured out, though.
I think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
we hope so, anyways.
Something like that.
Go.
Yeah, see, like, I can still hear, which I'll bring it down here.
We're here, though, so that's what
Yeah, we're here. Hey, we've only been doing this for 2.5 years, and we're still figuring things out, man.
We need a professional.
Yeah. Somebody, please. Do it pro bono us. Come on.
Yeah.
And when we get big, we'll take real good care of you, I promise. But we need your help to get big.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. You know?
And, you know, we'll get there.
We'll probably get a
1
lot
year
of
at a time.
We'll probably get a lot of Facebook Messenger messages of like, "Hey man, I know how to make your podcast grow." I'm like, "All right, dude, you know, show me." Like, "Well, you gotta like promote, and you know, you guys got to do more clips, and like, well, you know what?" And this one dude, I remember this is way back in the day. He was like, "Yeah, just do more viral clips. You want to go viral? Do some clips." And I forget this dude's name, or else I'd actually put him on blast right now because it's funny because his name never came through. I'm like, feel free, dude. Take the last episode, find me some hotspots, show me some clips. I promise I won't use them. I just want to see what you got. Never heard back.
Yeah. Well, no.
I wish I had a soundboard. I'd play the crickets sound.
Beep, beep, crick, crick, crick. I don't know. Beep, beep, beep.
They don't.
What? Chirp, chirp, chirp. I'll get a cricket noise eventually.
Yeah. But, yeah, so, hey, we're still learning, but we're still here.
Always learning.
They ain't shut us down yet.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's it's kind of a philosophy of mine. And I've always said this in a lot of jobs I've had, like, well, if I ain't learning, I should probably get a new job.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's,
You've done maxed out.
yeah.
You've done reached Optimus Prime levels.
You know, trust me, I bet you there's a lot of people out there listening, all 4 of you, that you guys are like, you work with that person. And it's like, oh, hey, don't you think maybe we should do things this way? Or, hey, ever thought about this? And like, nope, this is how we do it. Nope, I know everything. This like, motherfucker, if I knew everything, I'd just quit. I wouldn't be your salty ass. Like, I'd learn some new shit.
Right.
I'd try it different just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun, you know?
See you gotta check your efficiencies, right? You
Yeah.
know, make a little spreadsheet.
Dude, and just fucking, and sometimes just switch it up for fun of it. Mm-hmm. You know, that's another thing is like somebody's like, you know, say I've been doing something for 10 fucking years, even like, which there's not much I have done. There's only one thing I've done for 10 years. And if somebody's like, well, maybe we should try this, like, give it a shot. Oh, it didn't work your way. All right, let's go back. Or if like I'm surprised, like, oh fuck, dude. Yep. All right, that's the new way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was awesome. All right.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I never really thought about that, and it fucking worked. You surprised me. Let's go for it. Let's fucking run it. That's the new standard now, you know?
You know, just a good example. You don't go in the bedroom and go missionary position every time.
Fuck
right?
yeah, no,
you gotta mix it up.
Yeah.
Shit gets old after a while.
Things change after a few years, you know?
Right.
Like,
Somebody wants to get a little more exploratory.
yeah. Case in point, when you were a teenager, you would love to just get a BJ, and then, or no, case in point, when you're a teenager, you would love to just have some sex, and now when you're older, you're like, God, I would just love to get a BJ every once in a while, you know? Like, sometimes you need to switch some things up. It just happens. Variety is the spice of life. That's the message we're trying to portray to you today.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to hammer that in today.
Yes.
That is the whole topic.
We're going to give you some variety.
We're good at staying on topic.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking, this whole podcast is nothing but spice. We never.
Yeah, we never stop. Don't stop, can't stop.
We used to have bits. We used to have top fives. We used to have food samples. We used to have beer samples. We used to have this. We have to have that. And now it's just, we're all over the goddamn place because that's where it's fun.
Yeah, because, well, we should be a little more structured. We've always talked about
And that's
that.
why we're bringing back a little structure the last couple of podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I have some topics. You know? Like,
And, you know, I got a couple things, but it's always like, you know, life's busy, and then you gotta do that until, you know, this becomes a thing. Then we're just gonna be all over the place. Let's be honest.
yeah.
But hey, anyways,
I even actually meant to text you today, but I thought about it while I was doing something, and I never made it back to my phone, and then it just fleeted my head till right now. I'm going to be like, hey, hot topic, Justin Timberlake just got a DUI.
seen that.
Let's, you write like roast jokes, I'll write like 3 roast jokes, and let's see what happens. And then I never texted you that, so I didn't give you a chance to prepare.
Gotcha.
Do you have any 3 on the spot?
I mean, I know everybody was like, Steph brought it up last night around the fire. My neighbors having a little fire stopped over, and the one was like, why isn't somebody just driving him? And I'm like, because he wants to drive that Lambo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude.
And so then, like, you know, or maybe he's got a Tesla, got a DUI, self-driving car, idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, how many people can say, like, yeah, I remember my first DUI. I was in a self-driving car, and it.
Yeah, and it wrecked because I was so drunk.
First one I was thinking of something like, oh yeah, here's Justin Timberlake bringing the DUIs back. Little you know, I did it 2 years ago already. You know. Falling in the white man standard, you know, like that's our golden ticket. That's our law we break.
I don't know about that joke.
Actually, I bet if you look it up, statistically, more white dudes get DUIs than anything.
Probably.
I don't know. I'm thinking, what is the white man's crime? I mean, we've all heard Little Dicky's. No, I'm saying, like, you've heard of Little Dicky with that rap song White Crime, but it's all frou-frou shit. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be a
Right.
parody. But
Yeah, I could say DUIs, beating their wives,
yep. Uh-huh.
and then trespassing
Trespassing.
on property, shooting deer.
Oh yeah. Well, in our area, yeah, poaching. Poaching is definitely
Poaching's probably a big one.
poaching is definitely a white crime. For sure. I would say that for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And we're not, look, this is not racist at all, but I just feel like in our area,
it's not racist if we're making fun of ourselves.
right.
We're allowed to do that. Wife beating, you nailed that one on the head. Domestic violence.
Yeah. Public intoxication's probably
Public.
huge.
Well, no. I don't think so. I don't think we get hit with that. Because have you ever had some non-white friends use the term, I'm getting white boy wasted, or I'm getting white girl wasted? The first time I heard it, I was like, what are you talking about? What does that mean? Like, well, you motherfuckers can go out there and get drunk as fuck and mouth off to some cops, and you ain't going to jail that night. So public intox, maybe we do it. We I don't think we get it more.
I mean, that's not a big one, anyways. I don't think cops want to deal with like a public intox.
Yeah.
Like, just go fucking home, man. Just go home.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
But I do believe that's why the whole I'm getting white boy wasted or I'm getting white girl wasted this weekend. It's like, and that's the
well, white girl waste definitely because we've all heard that one because they just like
Yeah.
to go out and drink a bunch and then holler at the moon. So.
yeah. Yeah, but like
I just said holler at the moon.
a non-white male isn't gonna say I'm gonna get white girl wasted. He's gonna get white boy wasted.
True. Yeah.
And that was his explanation. He's like, you guys go get fucked up. You spit on cops. You yell at them, and they just like make sure you get home safe. It's like my ass is getting shot. I'm like, you're not wrong. You know? Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Didn't realize that was a term. I guess okay, I do have maybe a little bit of privilege. A little bit, you know?
All right. Well, this
We're
is a
dancing on
topic-
thin ice today.
This is a fun top of the show topic already.
We're dancing on some thin ice already. Welcome to the show.
Not paying child supports, actually. Well, I mean, it goes everywhere, but
That's just a man crime.
it's just a man crime. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a man crime.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think when I was in jail and everybody said, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, where you went to jail was probably a lot of white dudes, though, still.
Majority, yes.
Yeah.
Majority, yeah. Majority, yeah. And I was in there for 3 days and back to DUI
Yeah.
of Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, your time in T County and my time in T County doesn't equate to what the population is going to be like in any other jail or prison anywhere else.
Right. But that's regional.
Yeah, but in our region,
Yeah.
yeah, dudes don't pay child support. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Because they beat their wife.
Yeah. But yeah, so JT got his. I did see a funny one, where it's like officer. It's like a TikTok. It's like Officer Justin Timberlake. Hey, could you please walk a straight line for me, Justin Timberlake? And he's doing like it was like just some kid dancing in the street. But he's doing like all the fancy foot moves, like
Yeah.
that JT does.
I'm
He's
not
like,
just walking. I'm
yeah, bringing sexy back. Yeah, it's like that's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's too bad his mugshot wasn't that sexy. Like, that mugshot. There was like that one guy that got a mugshot and then got like super famous of it because it was like
yeah.
really attractive. I remember I saw an interview with him. I'm like, and he was like dumb as shit.
Oh yeah.
But he was good looking, and everybody's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, and then like he had so many like viral proposals and like thirsty girls going after him and shit, and then like wasn't it like 6 months later he got hit with like a murder charge or some shit? like oh,
Yeah.
glad he didn't pick you. But yeah, dude, his eyes are bloodshot as fuck and his pupils are dilated as fuck.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many different reports. Who knows what to believe? But they were like, "Oh yeah, his blood test was also like Molly, coke, like this, that, and the other." And like at that point, I'm like, maybe you're just making shit up. But I also kind of believe it. If I was Justin Timberlake, I don't get a DUI for a couple beers, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, because he got a DWI too.
driving while intoxicated.
Yeah, which is a DUI.
Under the influence.
I believe it's just straight alcohol. I mean, a DWI, I think it's a little bit different. I don't know if that's
I think it depends on the
state.
state. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because under the influence of, and then it's parentheses of drugs or alcohol, or driving while intoxicated by drugs or alcohol. You know, they all kind of fit into that umbrella term, I do believe.
Yeah.
And I think it just whatever fucking like, why do you guys say different things?
Right.
It's like the whole UFO UAP thing. It's like it's unidentified flying object. Now it's called an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Like, we're talking about the same fucking thing here. Why you got to make it something?
Why we need two terms?
Why you got to make it different? You know?
Why you got to get fancy with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were fucked up.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know where to go on from there. But yeah. So,
How was your week? What was up? What's going on?
That was good. I was hanging
Take
out.
a little trip again?
I was up in Minnesota. Eh?
Minnesota.
Hanging out in Minnesota.
Vikings up there.
I was up in Duluth Monday, Tuesday, which it was like a cool, breezy, like 65, 70. I was like, oh, man, I almost need a hoodie. Meanwhile, everybody in our town is 95s.
Yeah, I'm changing T-shirts every hour. I'm working outside because it's just sweating so much.
Just baking.
Yeah, humidity levels a little high. Just roasting, like
Yeah.
just sweating everything out of me.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did have to. Oh, no, this sucks so bad. I was in an air-conditioned airport for longer than I needed to be because apparently they had some storms up there on Monday, so I had like a 4-hour fucking delay on Monday. So, which doesn't suck for me because my company pays for my food while I'm there, but it's like I had to eat breakfast and get a snack and get lunch at an airport $100 fucking later. Like, why are airports so fucking expensive?
We got you locked in, man. Doesn't matter.
It's prime real estate. Yeah, I get that.
It's locked in. It's ready to go. And I'm sure they got to kick it back to the airport because they're just leasing that thing anyways. And so
Yeah.
they charge crazy lease rates for
Yep.
them.
Yep.
So they got to jack their prices up. Why? Nobody knows. It's
Yeah.
Because they can.
Well, and then you
Because
also
you're going to pay it because it doesn't matter.
and then also there's not like a fucking Payless. You know what I mean? You know, like an Aeropostale or like, you know, like a fucking Sears, like something with just normal brands. Like I went window shopping because I was bored as fuck, dude. I took as much of a nap as I could with my face leaning against a concrete pillar in an uncomfortable airport chair. So God, I gotta get up, and move around. I went and like there's a store there, Johnston and Murphy. I don't know the fucking brand. The only reason I know of them is that they're in airports. It's like, okay, that's a kind of cool polo. I could wear that. Look at it, $95. Like, what the fuck? Oh, $95 polo. Like, yeah, if I had money, I'd buy it. I ain't got no fucking money. Like, they need like a poor terminal, you know?
Yeah. And none of them are, really.
No.
It's like everywhere you go, it's just expensive as shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe we need to start a little hot dog cart business
Yeah.
and just be like, somehow get it approved and, like, have my hot dog cart in there. But it's got to be all electric because you probably can't have gas, right? You know, and then just be pushed around by hot dogs, $5 a pop.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because you're still going to have to mark it up.
Get like a vendor's license, and the people will be like, "Oh yeah, hey, I got street food at the airport." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
fucking food trucks have hit everywhere else. Get a goddamn golf cart. Yeah, you get food truck experience in a fucking airport now.
Yeah.
And then we'll still charge $15 for a taco.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're gonna be a little bit cheaper than
Yeah.
the restaurants, but
Yeah.
you don't have to go in and sit down. You can just get it and grab it and head to your plane.
You go to Cat Course Tap House. You get a taco for $18.
Yeah.
We'll give you one for $14.99, motherfucker. That's with tax included.
You need some minis to take on a plane. We selling them cheaper than on a plane.
Yeah. They say you're not allowed to drink alcohol on board the plane that you brought on, but shh, it's our little secret.
Yeah, put it in your pocket.
Yeah. Did you bring a hydro flask? We'll just pour it in there for you. Now you're just on the plane drinking your water that you bought or that you filled up at the water fill stations. Hey.
TSA's chasing us down.
Yeah, we'll get shut down real quick. Well, it wouldn't be TSA. It'd be airport security. TSA is only controlling what comes in.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're just doing what all the other places do.
Homeland Security's getting us.
Yeah. Which I never really thought about that. I guess I could go pay $25 for a Jack and Coke at the fucking whatever Quaker Steak and Lube. They got one of them at Cleveland, and then just dump it into my hydro flask and drink it on the plane.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Until the only time they'll catch me is if I get irate and they're like, "Sir, are you drunk?" I'm like, "I can drink whatever I want." They're like, "What's in your bottle?" "It's just water." And then I wink at them and they're like, "Sir, what's in your bottle?" I'm like, "Fuck you." And then I splash it on. I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's obviously alcohol, sir. Now you're."
Well, I feel like every airport bar has that, like, buy a beer and get any shot for $5, right? Because the beer is like $9-10 anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, give me that $5 shot because then at least I feel like I'm getting a deal.
Right.
And then you just take that $5 shot. Whoop, scoop, thank you.
Pop it right there in
Pop
your
it
hydro
right there,
flask.
and then get you a little can of Coke.
Yeah.
And then boom, you're ready to go.
Unless you've upgraded to business class or first class and you get that first drink free, that shot's going to cost you $12 on the plane.
Yep. And and I'll still drink 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depending on how long the flight is.
Bitch, I ain't checking no bag. That costs extra money. All my shit is squished into this carry-on because that's free. But I'm going to pay $64 for 3 shots, for 3 shots on the fucking plane because that's how I roll. It's where my priorities are at.
Oh, wait, this is overweight. Let me put some in here.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me put that shit in my pocket.
Put 17 sweaters on. One now.
Oh, sir, I don't think you can wear 2 pairs of shoes. Shut the fuck up. I got some drinks to be drank.
That's so true.
I got a budget to stick to.
It's so true. Because you will go on that plane and you will get, like, if that cart keeps running.
Yeah.
Every time that passes by, I'm getting a drink. Like, every time it passes by, I'm getting a
Yeah.
drink. So I'll spend $40 on drinks. But god damn it, I'm not paying for that check bag extra fee.
You get that hour and a half flight. It's like, are you guys doing 2 services? Because, like, you know, an hour they only do 1. Hour and a half, sometimes they do 2. Hour 45, they're probably definitely going to do 2. And then all of a sudden you hear the pilot come on the airways. He's like, hey, we're going to be running in some choppy air, so it might be limited service today. So you're like, how many shots can I get right now? You know?
You just walk back to the stewardess because they're hanging out in the back by the window. Hey, can I get one more drink? Like,
I have money.
I have trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, you make some excuse for it. Like, you're not just one some kind of alcoholic going back there. Give me a drink.
Dude.
God damn it.
And that's so funny because that's what I do. That's what I've done in vacation mode, but I've flown more in, like, work mode than I have, so I don't do that anymore. But I kind of miss that. Just like, let's get as fucked up as we can on a goddamn plane right now. Like,
well, I'm going to Vegas in September to see the Browns play. Well, hope to see the Browns play. The tickets right now are outrageous, but I'm sure they'll come down as we get closer.
yeah.
But I got my plane booked, got a hotel booked, everything going no matter what.
What airline?
Southwest.
Ah, dude, I love Southwest.
Doing Southwest.
Which class?
I didn't even pick. They didn't bring me a seat. They didn't pick. Nothing popped up.
Well, you don't pick a seat.
Oh, okay.
So Southwest, you pick your boarding position.
Oh, I'm the lowest boarding position there can possibly be.
Oh, okay. So you get a leftover seat then.
Whatever's there.
Yeah, so like Southwest, you get like the business class. I think it's the first 2. You get priority boarding, and then once you're on the plane, you just pick whatever seat you sit on.
Oh, okay.
And so like if you got like the last boarding position, then you just kind of get the leftover seats.
Gotcha.
Which sometimes it's like it's either if you want to sit in the front, there's a lot of times there's middle fronts left at the end of the fucking line.
Well, it's me and the wife, so we'll need 2, but
Try to see if
and
there's
we're
like 2
flying with
together.
our buddies too. So
Yeah.
the Wheelers are coming, so we're on
Yeah.
the same flights there and back. So, but he's probably got business class, knowing him.
Yeah.
So he'll be up front. But I could maybe pay that extra couple bucks for whatever. But I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
me and Steph will figure it out. But
I think there's like $100 difference between, because there's 5 tiers usually on Southwest. I think there's like 100.
I know he kept trying to
$200
ask me to
difference.
do like an upgrade of some sort for boarding, and I don't know. But anyway, I obviously could change it. But I don't care.
I even think the day of, like, it's they're like when you check in, they're like $15. We can get you priority boarding, and at that point, because then you get far closer in line, and then you get to pick more. You get to pick a better seat before anybody else does.
Yeah, that's easy. We'd be like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
$15 for that. Yeah.
But I'll sit in the back of the plane. I really don't care. I'm not a person that's like, and I know we've talked about this before. Those guys that are like in the back of the plane that didn't
Yeah.
pay the money and are trying to push their way through.
Yeah.
I want to punch him in the dick so bad.
That's the thing. I'm eager to get on the plane before I'm eager to get off. Unless I have like a tight connection. You know, there's
Sure.
certain
Well,
circumstances
that happens.
when you need to get off the plane.
Yeah.
But I want to get on the plane, and like I've seen memes and people saying like, why are you so in a rush to get on the plane? Well, because overhead space runs the fuck out.
Yeah.
It runs the fuck out because you have those people where it's like you can have one personal item that you put under your seat, and you can have one that you put, and then you have your one bag that you put in the overhead carriage. And then you'll see those people walk in with their, like, yeah, I have 2 items. This one's going on the receipt. And they're like, okay, yeah, good for you. And then they get on the plane and they put them both in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you sometimes I just want to be like, I wish I was like a good Samaritan. Like, excuse me, stewardess, flight attendant, whatever I'm supposed to call you. He put 2 things up there. Not about
He's
that.
taking 2 spaces now.
He's got 2 of them.
He's only designated 1.
Could you tell him to put that one under his feet? It's not my job to do that,
You know, they should put
but I don't like it.
They should put little racks up there, but then it's more weight. They need more fuel. you
Yeah.
know? Little racks designated to your seat. If it don't fit in there, sorry, we're throwing it
Yeah.
under the plane now.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like before I got status, so now I have status for Delta, and so I still don't have good enough status to get like super boarding, but I get boarding even if I'm sitting in the back of the fucking plane. I get boarding before, like I'd say a good 2/3 of the rest of the plane. But
Yeah.
before that, I'd always have my little belly bag.
Fanny pack, yes.
Yes, but here's the thing, that was my personal item.
Oh.
So I've been stuck boarding late, and they're like, "Sir, is it?" I'm like, "I'm trying to put it in. Like, we can't fit it anywhere." And like, "You're gonna have to put it on your seat." I'm like, "This is my personal item. I have a purse. I'm putting it under my seat. This one has to go up." Like, we're gonna have to check it. Like, I can't check it. It has batteries in it. There's a fucking laptop in there and stuff. I can't just. I have, so then they'd make room for me. And that was my loophole to make sure that I had foot room because my backpack is too big and I'm too big of a guy to put it under my feet and then not stretch out, not stretchy a little bit.
Work the system.
I did. I
Work
fucking
that system.
did. And that's why I carried a belly bag. So if you're a dude, life hack, wear a belly bag. That's your purse. That's your personal item to
Fanny
go under
pack.
the seat. Fuck it. Call it a purse, fanny pack. Call it whatever the fuck you want. It's your personal item to go under the seat.
Yeah. If
and
you
then
haven't seen Steve's, it's a beautiful Coach one, though.
it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Good leather. Good zippers.
leather.
Yeah. Dude, that's one thing I will say about Coach products is they got good leather and good zippers. Like, I feel like it should be more man shit like that.
I'm about to understand where that's going to come in handy soon because my kids are getting bigger and there's going to be more things I need to carry. Not
Yeah.
just mine, theirs too. I'm going to be like, yeah, you kind of want that.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking one with a back support arch that I could just like pick a kid up and sit his ass on it.
Lock them in.
So I'm holding them,
Yeah.
but then my waist is taking, or my bag waist, whatever, shoulder is like taking some of that weight because I had the
It's like offset kind of.
yeah, for when they were real little, I had the strap in, like, and it has like a little seat on it, and you can sit them on there, go hiking or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this would be good all the time, because as they get bigger, can I like distribute some of that weight through my body instead of me just holding them? Obviously, they get stronger too, and they're like grabbing onto you or on your shoulders or whatever. But still, it'd be like, now you just park your butt here and you're falling asleep on me, and like I don't have to sit here and hold you the whole time.
Lock them in.
Lock them in. Lock them down. You know, could be a good thing too. So,
Right.
what the heck? Sorry,
What'd you do?
I do nothing.
That's cool.
But yeah, anyways,
How was your week?
shitty.
Yeah, I think we talked about this off camera, but let the people
Yeah.
know the struggles you went through.
I just been dealing with some bullshit with teeth again, you know, in my life. Every 5 years, my teeth like to say, guess what, man? One of us sucks again. And, you know, I brush and floss almost every day now. Like, and I've always brushed my whole life, but I didn't get into flossing until late in the game, so maybe that's my fault.
Yeah.
But I brush and floss like every day now.
Right.
Well, now life throws another good curveball at you. Like, hey, you know all those root canals you got back in the day? Yeah, now they're going to suck.
Yep. They're all fucked up.
So root canals I got 15, 20 years ago are going to shit, which apparently is a normal thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they do
so-
have a timeline on it, which I didn't realize that,
Yeah,
too, whenever I got
yeah.
my first one.
Yeah, somebody should mark that on a calendar
'Cause I
or
just got-
something.
I literally, like the last time I was talking about dental work, that's what I did. I got my
Yeah.
root canal redone, and I didn't.
Well, you're probably supposed to go to a dentist every year, and I don't do that. You know,
Yeah.
get my checkups and stuff, which I pay for it, so I might as well go.
Yeah, what am I made of money?
It's free, but you know,
Still.
routine exams.
What do
and
I have
stuff.
all the time in the world?
So I, you know, it started bothering me. I got this big bubble in the roof of my mouth, like weird. So I'm like, oh, that's an abscess tooth.
Yeah.
And so I went to the dentist, and they're like, yeah, this one's really bad. That tooth's probably gone because
Yeah.
whoever did the root canal on that one was old as shit and did it like they did it back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I said, well, that probably makes sense because it was 15, 20 years ago. Do the math. You know, I'm 39. I was probably about 19, 20 about that. Actually, no, it was in high school, so I was probably about 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you know, we're getting closer to 80, so he's probably an old doctor, set in his
Yeah.
old ways, did things the old way.
So that would have been like 98.
Yeah, so it's long. you
Yeah.
know. And it's
So, like,
20-something years
it's
old.
like they do in the 80s. Like, yeah, I was only 18 years old by then. You know? You're probably, somebody's going to look at the one you're doing to me right now and say, like, that's like what they did in the 2012s.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was probably it had been, so I was born in 85. Yeah. So, yeah, anyways, I'm not going to do math right now. I just can't.
I did a 12-year example based on if you got it done in the late 90s.
It would have been like 2002.
That was an 18-year example. So,
2001, maybe somewhere in there.
decade or so.
2000, we'll say 2000s.
Well, that's the thing.
Early
now.
2000s.
But nowadays, say you get it done in 5, you get it done right now. All of a sudden, you need it redone, need some work done. They're going to look at like, oh, my God. They did this like it was 5 years ago. Like, well, yeah, it was. Like, they didn't have lasers? AI didn't do it?
Yeah, so I was dealing with tooth problems. I mean, it started a couple weeks ago. I did all this, and then I had to go to 2 different dentists today. One that basically scanned it was like, yeah, both these teeth suck because I have another one that's bad. She's like, both these teeth. She's like German, Austrian, or something. She's like, yeah, both these teeth did the bad. I don't know. I don't know.
That'd actually be awesome. It's like, your teeth suck.
It's like, who did? But everyone I went to was like, they see this back one with that root canal. They're like, who did that?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Some
He's either
old
retired.
guy?
He's either
I
retired or
remember-
probably dead.
I remember he used a Bic lighter to heat up a piece of metal and he shoved it in my mouth. That's
For
what I
real?
remember. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, dude.
And they're like, and then they're like, oh, yeah. That was probably the old style. They used to do that in the 70s and 80s. We don't do that anymore. That's probably I don't know. It was like
Yeah.
some kind of, well, it's a pliable metal. Like,
Lead?
No, I don't think they were showing lead. Some kind of. It was like a rarer metal.
Maybe that's where you're a little crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to get this tooth out. And I'm going to be like, oh, I'm normal now.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? No, so I've been doing that. I mean, this cheek's still a little puffy. I don't know if you can see it because, there's all kinds of riddled with bad things in my jaw right now. So.
I don't know if they can see it because that's normally yours. But if you show the other side of your face harder. Yeah.
But anyway, so I got to go the day after this podcast strap. I'm going to be getting surgical teeth removal done. And then
Hashtag pray for Cody.
looking at implants after that, hopefully.
Yeah.
But maybe not. So,
Dude, and I think I brought this up to you. It's like, why can't we just rip them all out and get dentures?
I'm getting to that point. I'm not going to lie.
That's my grandma had that.
Yeah.
Like, I wish maybe we need more of those old school doctors because they didn't light shit up with a Bic lighter and fix your tooth. They just ripped them out and then gave you fake ones.
Yeah, eventually they're like, there ain't no point anymore. You might as well
When was the last time you saw?
give in.
Yeah,
Just
when
give in.
was the last time you saw a Polydent commercial?
And then guess what? I can drop dental insurance then.
Yeah.
I just need gum insurance, right?
Yeah, gum and jaw. That's like a bone face insurance thing. That's more health insurance then.
Yeah, I don't know. But
So what,
Well,
back
unless
in the
you-
day, I swear that's what they fucking did. They just ripped your teeth out and gave you fake ones.
yeah.
You could take them out, and I remember as a kid, I was so jealous of my grandma because she's like, you gotta brush your teeth. I'm like, Grandma, why aren't you brushing your teeth? She said, because I can just do this. She'd pop out her whole fucking top tooth and her whole fucking bottom tooth, and she put them in a little plastic thing and put that fizzy little Alka-Seltzer, that Polydent thing in there.
Yeah.
And then just let them fizz, and they would clean. And she's like, "Nah, I'm not bad."
It probably never has bad breath again.
Yeah.
Like a tongue scraper. That's your routine. Scrape your tongue and pop a minute in.
Yeah, I don't remember having a bad breath, but I was never taller than her. No, I was taller than her when she got older, but I didn't. Yeah.
But yeah, so I dealt with that, and then all of a sudden, the day after I go up on Monday and do that, and then Thursday I went to the other doctor that's like, hey, I got to cut these out, so I'm going to have to schedule you. I'm going to put you under
Yeah.
because that root canal's so bad. I'm like, okay, cool. And I walked out on Tuesday, and I go to my car. I started to get the AC running before I put the kids in, even though it wasn't that hot because it's early in the morning. But, just
Still,
in case.
still got to cool it down, make them
I got
comfortable.
some old water bottles from the day before. I grabbed those and I'm walking to my trash can and I just stopped. Son of a bitch. A tree fell on my shed.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. We didn't have high winds. We didn't have heat winds or anything but this old tree back there. And it fell in a direction where I always thought it would fall the other direction because of how the wind comes.
It's probably the moisture that was keeping up, and it finally dried out. It's like
finally
no.
dried out enough. It fell right on top of my shed. But I had one of those Rubbermaid sheds.
Yeah.
It's not a wood shed, I guess, thankfully, but I don't know how you want to take that. But I was able to put
Well, a wood shed, you would have had to go out and cut all brand new boards,
yeah,
uh,
redo the whole roof, redo everything.
reframe, reboard. I
Reside.
don't think you glue any of those, but still nails, all that shit.
Yeah.
You would have had to redo it from start, whereas the Rubbermaid bitch,
Yeah. The worst thing that happened is
Bend it out.
the back plexiglass window in the back is all busted out. I'm just knock that out and
yeah.
put whatever I want over it. Doesn't matter. I'll put saran wrap, duct tape.
Dude, hey, we'll talk after the pod. I have access to plexiglass. We use plexiglass a lot up, so I got access to it.
Yeah, I just need a little triangle.
Dude, I could probably
Pop it
find find you a little piece of scrap free.
Oh, easy peasy.
So,
see?
Yeah,
Boom.
we'll talk
Done.
about that after the pad.
Done. High
But
five.
I got you covered. I got you covered.
But I put it all back together. It's pushing forward a little bit. Needs a little tweaking. But
yeah,
hey, rain can't get in it. So that's
Dope.
all. It's a shed. Put the lawnmower in there. Put some ins and outs in there. And
Yeah.
it's good to go. So
I also think it's funny if you guys remember us talking about his lawnmower that he got from a good deal. He was like, "That motherfucker was in there." It's like, how shitty would that be? Like, I just got it.
and somehow that because there was a tree right beside the shed, so it kind of like wedged. it didn't just go straight through it, like just destroy everything.
Yeah.
And somehow it was like still sitting on top of it. The back of it was blowing out, but the front of it was kind of like, we got this. We got this.
We got you, Bill.
So my good neighbor Justin helped me cut it down, take it off, and cut it up. Got some firewood at least.
Got some firewood.
Positives.
Your shed's still good.
Yeah.
You just had to put it back together.
These little things. It's just like, I gotta pay a lot for the get put under and the teeth removal.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, just when you think you're getting ahead, something always comes to bite you in the ass
Yeah,
real quick.
life never lets you get too far.
No. It's like, no, you doing good? You doing good?
Yeah.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Sure about that?
Sure about that? Let me settle you back down.
So-
God dang it. I can always just stay on a cusp of just, all right,
Just enough.
I'm doing good.
Yep.
I'm above water. That's shoulders.
Yep.
Shoulders.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I feel you there. Real quick, because I want to touch off of that. But first, I want to go back to the tooth thing because I was thinking of this whole funny thing, but then you started talking about the shed, and like I want to rewind back to the like having false teeth thing. Like, so like
Not giving you a gummy.
you ever see women get in a fight? Yes. Yeah, you will. For
Ever
fun.
seen women
See
get
what
a
it feels
fight
like.
and what?
Yeah, you ever see women get in a fight and like all of a sudden they're like taking their rings off, they pull their earrings off, like, bitch, what's up?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being a dude getting in a fight like, oh, okay, we doing this? And you pull your teeth out.
What are you going to do now?
Hold these for me, hold these for me, babe. I'm a fuck this guy up.
I'm gonna get you, bum. I'm gonna get you,
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. You ain't talking shit to me anymore. Yeah, you want this motherfucker?
And now you're more scared because this guy lost all his teeth, and you're like, shit, they lose him in a fight. Like,
Yeah.
how many fights has this guy been in?
Either you're intimidated, laughing your ass off, or you just didn't understand the brevity of the situation.
Rules are no biting.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You pop your teeth out, like, bitch, everything good. There's no fucking biting, okay?
You got no stance in that. I mean, I don't think you could. But you might be able to bite hard enough with the gums to pierce, but I think you're done. You'd have to get an ear, maybe. Twist it. Bite and twist.
We need to be writers for a show.
That'd be perfect.
That'd be the best ever. Just no biting.
You just have a guy with false teeth, and like his wife's taking out Jordan. He's like looking at her, doesn't know what to do. Like never been in a fight before. And he's like, all right, hang on. All right, no rules. Wait, one rule: no biting.
No fucking biting. You understand me? That's golden. I love that. I love that. I'd love to see that in like an SNL sketch or a
Yeah.
fucking movie somewhere. So that's perfect. Okay, so then back to that whole like you feel like you're getting ahead, you never really get ahead
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
This is a topic I wanted to talk about. I recently got a performance review at work.
Okay.
And I got a decent raise. You know, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want any of my coworkers to see or get jealous about how much money I'm making.
500%.
Or I also, because I don't like talk about money at all.
He now
'cause-
owns 10% of the company.
Yeah. Or I also don't want to be like, I got this much, and my coworker's like, dude, you got fucked. Because I don't like talking about
we
money.
don't talk about money on the podcast. Well, we
Well,
might mention a couple things here and there, but not
Yeah,
like
and even like I don't want to put it out there. And like I said, like I have coworkers talk about money and shit. Like I make this much. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want to hear it because either A, I'm gonna get pissed off because you make more than me, or B, I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, you're getting fucked.
right.
Never really ends well, so I don't talk about it. But
That's etiquette. You don't talk about your money at
Yeah.
work because you never know.
Right.
You could either be way above people or you're way below people. But now, if you're like really, really good buddies and
yeah,
you're hanging out,
trust
and
some
you're like,
people. You tell some people you
you're like,
trust.
all right, man. Like where you at? Like, where am I? You know,
Yeah.
I've been there for 10 years. You've been here for 2 years.
Like, I tell you what I make. You tell me what you make. It's fine.
Right.
But we don't work for the same company or some
Right.
shit.
But
Even when we did, we
Right.
still did. You know?
yeah, yeah, and that's like, but you got to have that amount of respect, and you got to know, and then because if your buddy, if you say something to your buddy, and then he gets pissed because you are making more, and then he goes in, then he's potentially hurting your job. So yeah,
The thing is it shouldn't, because you're legally allowed to talk about what you make. Just throwing that out there.
right,
If your employer tells you that you and your fellow employees, your other peers, can't talk about what you make, he is lying. He is wrong. He's hiding shit. You are totally allowed, freely, legally allowed to talk about what you make. That being said, somebody's going to be pissed at you at the end of the day if you
Yeah.
do it.
yeah.
Whether it be your coworker or your boss or anything,
Or-
somebody's going to be pissed at
Or
you.
they're gonna go, oh okay, and then you're gonna be like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah, or you're going to get
Wait.
pissed.
what happened?
Yeah, or you're going to get pissed because you're getting wildly underpaid.
Yeah,
You know, like and I've take it from me. I've been in a lot of different positions at a lot of different companies, and somebody's always mad. That being said, I got a performance review, right?
yeah,
And got the little bump. But the funny thing is, during my performance review, I got all good marks, great marks.
you shit your pants.
No, no, even better. I don't know if this was a test
Oh,
or what, because I'm a 13-year-old, 40-year-old. I love boob, poop, fart, dick jokes, all that shit.
Right.
Very immature when it comes to my sense of humor.
but you're also a dedicated hard worker, so
Also dedicated hard worker, and I can also turn on the very professional face.
right.
Right? If I'm in the presence of a customer, I go to a customer lab. I'm servicing their spot, playing with their machines. I don't cuss. It's hard to believe. I don't cuss.
What?
I don't cuss. I'm very professional. I'm very to the point. This is my job. I'm doing this for you. Very professional. And so that's the attitude that I take in to a performance review, right?
Right.
And even, my boss, he's seen me be immature and make all the poop, fart, boob jokes, sexual innuendos, all that fun stuff. It's cool because we're in that kind of industry and stuff. But so I don't know if this was a test or if this was just like something that he slipped up on, or if he was trying to let's see if he can act professional in a professional mode. We've recently hired a couple new guys, and he's going through. He's like, blah blah blah. You're doing good on this, doing good on this. He's like, we got these new guys out there. We love your work ethic. All I ask for you is to rub off on the new guys.
That was just a straight one, but that is funny. Did he smile when he said it?
Nope.
Nope.
He did it in a very. It's like, all I'm asking is for you to just make sure you rub off on the new guys. I'm like, yeah, man. I know I'm taking so and so out on this next trip, and I've always been pretty good at training in my last jobs. Like, I'll train him well. I'll make sure. He's like, yeah, just blah 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 blah. Just all I ask is to rub off on him. And it was twice. I'm like, okay, blah blah. And we said a couple other things I'm like, all right, yeah, thank you. He's like, yeah, you're doing a great job. Appreciate all your hard work. Keep it up, and just like I asked, just rub off on the new guys. He said it 3 fucking times, and I did not break. Your
Good
boy
job.
kept a straight
Good
face,
job.
dude.
Good job.
It was-
I don't think that was a test. I think he was
Really?
being sincere.
well, and that's the thing is he is a very sincere man. He
Yeah.
he is. I don't think he realized he said it.
Well, I don't think
Or-
he thinks that way either. I think we're demented enough that if I was like, hey, make sure you rub off on my children, you would be like, what? Yeah, come
I'm
on.
not gonna do that.
I'm like, no, you're a good person. Just you rub off on him, man. Just give me good.
God, I don't know, be your babysitter anymore if that's what you expect.
But
No,
yeah,
but
yeah, we're demented enough for that.
I know, and he's a very good, lighthearted person, and I do believe that. But also, some of it was wondering if because he's very professional. He's been doing this for a long fucking time, and he's smart as a tack. So I'm wondering if it might not have been just a little bit of test. Just a little bit of test. Like, can he be professional? Let's see if he
Maybe.
can be professional. I'm going to
Maybe.
say the most outlandish thing. 'Cause, like,
What can I say that's
I want you
not
to-
offensive?
it might have been different. Okay, maybe. But he said it 3 fucking times. The same fucking phrase 3 fucking times.
What can I say that's not offensive? But if Steve gives me that smirk, then I'm gonna know he can't handle himself.
And I straight
professionally.
faced him.
But like,
But in the back of my brain, it's. But I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll do my best to train him well. Yeah, just really rub off on him. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do my best to instill my good habits on him, sir.
sorry, I'm gonna rub off all of their faces, man. They're gonna be never rubbed off so hard. They don't even know what's going on.
So there's a guy I was talking to at work today, and I told him about that the rub off thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm taking the one new guy with me to San Diego next week. Going to San Diego, by the way, love that place. Going with him to San Diego next week. I'm gonna rub off all over him.
Yeah, well, you say it like that, then it completely changes it. Your demeanor when you said that, and you're like, I'm gonna rub off on
I'm gonna rub off all over him with my
Yeah, it
techniques.
changes. It's like, hey, Steve, I really want you to rub off on the new guys because you are just like your work ethic, everything you're doing is just amazing. I just rub off on them, please. Like,
That's exactly it.
I really need you to rub off on them.
Dude, it's almost like you were sitting in a fucking room. Honestly, that's how it was said.
Yeah,
Like, it's almost like you're sitting in a room.
that is not intentional. That was
Seems intentional 3 times?
no. That was
3 times.
That was him being not thinking that means.
You know,
anything
really
bad.
go hard on it. He didn't say that, but I'm sitting there thinking like, now I'm writing a bit in my head where it's like, if I'm ever boss, I'm gonna use it. Like, yeah, I really want you to rub off on the new guys. Like, really go hard on them. Don't give them an inch.
Yeah. Don't give him an inch. Give him that mile.
Give them a couple inches. Really, really dig in there. Work it deep.
This reminds me of oh shit, the other guys
Yeah.
where he makes the TLC references all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, yeah. You
He's
guys
like-
got to creep.
You gotta creep.
You're not aware you're doing that right now, Captain?
Don't go chasing waterfalls. They're like, these are all TLC references. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're
I
talking
have
about.
no idea what you're talking about. It just reminds me of that. And maybe he was trolling you a little bit, but I don't think so. I think it probably in his brain it was just like, no, that's normal
Yeah.
to say, rub off on him. But in our brains, we're demented psychopaths.
And that, yeah.
And I've said this for a long time. The downfall and the weird shit in our society has always been based on comedy, right?
Yeah.
Or at least you can judge it by comedy. People used to get mimes used to be funny.
Right.
Loud and Hardy, the Three Stooges used to be hilarious, just bopping like
Yeah.
all that stuff, like
Yeah.
And now we need people like doing some of the dumbest
Boner
shit,
fart.
saying the weirdest shit,
Yeah.
it's and most inappropriate stuff. Just like, yeah, hey, you hang out with them, you rub off on them.
It's
Like, and we find it funny because
yeah.
they're actually saying it intentionally, and then
Yeah.
we're like, oh, but that's how comedy's gone. Like, we have to hear some
Well,
crazy shit.
and I do believe it's probably exposure.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah,
can see everything everywhere now.
oh yeah.
Whereas back in the day, like, who's on first? And you go to work and you're like, hey, who's over there? And they're like, I don't get it. Like, you haven't seen that video? Like,
Yeah.
well, you got to tune into the 3rd channel you get on your satellite.
Right.
It might replay 2 Saturdays from now, but it's really funny. And then you try to say it, and they're like, that sounds stupid. Whereas now,
Oh no, I didn't catch that one. I have to get it on the next nickel
I guess I'll
when it
see
comes
it,
over
yeah.
here tomorrow.
I was too busy smoking a cigar.
Yeah,
I thought it was intermission.
we were listening to Zorro then. Zorro, did you hear his adventure he was on? Oh,
And then my
geez.
wife said something. I smacked her in the face because she deserved it. Told her to get back in the kitchen.
The roast didn't get ready till 8 o'clock. Son of a bitch, I was
I
supposed to be
came
in
home
bed.
ready for dinner, and I didn't have dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but you can see the evolution of comedy.
Yeah.
And I feel like comedy follows just people
Yeah.
and then things like that. And then your generation will skip. So like we eventually will be skipped. Your kids will have a different comedy in about 10,
They already do.
15 years. That's is weird. And we're
My
like,
kids are saying shit like Skibbity Riz. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And they're like, oh, boomer. I'm like, I'm not a fucking boomer. I'm a millennial. I've never been more pissed in my life. I've never wanted to be called a millennial more in my life till my kids call me a fucking boomer.
well, that's what happens, right? Every generation, they're like, you don't embrace your generational name.
Yeah.
Because the generation before it's making fun of you until your kids hit the next generation. And then you're
See-
like, no, I'm not that. I'm this.
I will say this. I feel like the generational thing is a new thing. Because the only real generations there was is baby boomers was the first one acknowledged by the census, right?
Right.
And then after that, it all became nicknames, hearsay kind of things. But now I feel like there's more of a structure around it because from what I understand, we've always been millennials. We're millennials.
I think so, right? We're
Always been, always have been.
somewhere in between.
We're elder millennials, if anything.
There's millennials and what's right before millennial? It's
Generation X.
yeah. So there's been talk like we're Gen Z, but that's not happened. But
It's boomers.
but it's years. But yeah, we're millennials.
Yeah, I think it's like boomers, X, millennials, Z, and then whatever the fuck else.
Who cares?
But like, because I looked into it, because I heard all of people, I was like, I thought we were millennials, and I see my peers saying like, you fucking millennials need to get a job. You fucking millennials need to
Don't
do this.
work.
You fucking millennials don't know how the world works. And then I looked it up, like, okay, so it's not like a census term like the boomers was, but we're millennials. Like, you're making fun of your own fucking generation, dude. Like, when you're trying to make fun of the next one, get some fucking knowledge, you piece of shit.
Yeah. And this is, I've been not soapboxing it, but just kind of talking about it. The amount of millennials that are not having kids anymore and just having like one or two,
Yeah.
that's changed the whole infrastructure. So this next generation is going to be even crazier, and I can't wait. Like, my kid's going to be part of it, and it's going to be interesting.
They're not going to be able to have kids because of all the microplastics and shit they throw.
Margarine.
Yeah, without getting too conspiracy.
iPhones.
Yeah. The
AI robot babies.
without getting too conspiracy, it is a known fact that fertility rates are down. I know. I feel like the millennials were the ones that did the choice, but after that, the rest of them now, fertility rates are down, and
Oh, okay.
nobody knows why. I'm going to put those in quotation
I'm gonna
marks because
start-
I'm not going to get into it on the
I'm
show.
gonna start freezing because that shit's gonna be worth bang.
Oh shit! Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Start freezing it. I'm gonna start my own freezer too.
Just whenever the Handmaiden still comes around, make sure you're on top. Dude.
Yeah, that'd be like 10. That'd be worth like,
that. Don't do that.
I'll get a gallon. It'll be worth like 10.
Have you ever
mil.
watched that show?
No.
Oh, you don't want to be on top. They're bad men. They're bad men. That was a joke that you didn't get. You're like, yeah. Like, no, you didn't get it.
No, I
You
don't.
didn't
I
get
don't know what you're talking about. I was just excited because I'm like, I can make like 10 mil right now by like getting a gallon of semen ready to go.
it. Well, and the Handmaid's Tale was more the women's fertility that came into question. So there's only certain women that could bear children, and so
I don't care.
And so well, it was the powerful men that took advantage of that. Is all I'm saying. Without spoiler alerts, it was the powerful men that took advantage of that, and you don't want to be that powerful man. That's
Spoiler
all I'm
alert!
saying.
I'm never watching that show.
It's really good.
Okay,
It's really good.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
It's a roadmap to the perfect society. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. If anybody's seen that, just watching, I'm totally kidding. It's not. It was a joke. It was a joke. It's a joke.
He started out racist, and now he's getting to
Misogynist.
misogynist. And all
A
right,
little rapey.
we're getting about to our limit, Steve.
Yeah.
But I think you got a few things you want to talk about. What you got?
Shit. We're just now getting into that.
Well, we're
Well,
about
I did get into a couple of them.
okay. I was gonna say we're about an hour in, so
Yeah, I wanted to talk about
give
the rub
the
off.
folks what they want.
I wanted to talk about the rub off thing.
Yeah, we
did
rubbed
that.
off everywhere.
So I also want to bring this up because you just established tooth pain. Have you ever had a kidney stone?
No.
So we had a guy at work today have a kidney stone. He like went to go take a piss and immediately was like passing a kidney stone.
My stepdad has.
Doubled over in pain. Was dying. Like the boss. So this is actually kind of what shows how good of a guy this is. The boss that asked me told me to rub off on the other guys.
Steve, rub him off, get that kidney stone.
Well, he ended up taking him to the emergency room, get him taken
Yeah.
care of his shit because he couldn't drive and stuff. But it was also kind of funny. Like this is kind of maybe he's just oblivious to not oblivious. He just doesn't pick the correct words. He's like because the dude with the kidney stone's like doubled over in pain. Like he's like in the fetal position on the floor, and he's like oh, and the boss is like oh it must be a big one. And of course, the guy on the floor, he's got the mind of a child like me, and he's like, thanks for noticing, but that's not going to really help me right now.
Awesome.
So great joke, great, terrible situation, great joke.
Yeah.
But I was wondering,
Hurting.
and so you've never had a kidney stone,
No.
and I never have either. So I was wondering, do you think tooth or kidney? Which?
Probably kidney, because at least they can be dealt with immediately.
They're not though. They don't surgically remove them. They give you medicine. You still have to pass them through your penis.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
You have to piss rocks out of your dick.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so in situations where like, if you ever sat on the toilet too long, your shit starts getting numb. I don't know if you ever had that where you're sat like on the main vein of your leg.
Yeah, my feet go numb if I'm playing on TikTok
Yeah,
too
and
long.
then it hits your genitals, and then it makes you feel weird if you do have to pee, or if you just had one of those weird pees where I don't know why it's like a little burst and it kind of hurts a little bit. It does suck. But I'm gonna take that because I feel like I could just put that in ice cold water for a little bit and kind of numb that.
Yeah.
Whereas the mouth is you're done. You're wrecked for the whole night. I feel like you could get somewhere with that kidney stone. I don't know. Never, like I said, never had one.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's terrible, and they compare it to women giving birth, is what they say.
That's what they say. And
But then I've also talked to women that gave birth, and they're like, I would rather give birth than have tooth pain. So I don't know what's better.
yeah, I don't know either. I kind of wanted your opinion on that. I've had tooth pain. It was terrible.
Serious tooth pain. Like, I'm talking like, it's just blazing bad.
Yeah.
Because this was bad. But not as bad as I've had before. I've had some where it's like, you can't do anything. Like, I'm literally head down, just fetal position. I want anything. At that point in time, you could be like, hey, just want me to put a bowl in your head? I might be like, yeah, that's fine. I just can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
like literally, it's the worst pain. And I feel like in torture, if you could figure out how to do that, that would be like the worst thing for anybody.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, in torture, you rip people's teeth out.
It's done. There's no more nerve. You're done.
But
You
I
just ripped it out.
also wonder, like, in torture,
just gotta, like,
if
drill
there's
in
a
it,
way, like,
pack it with sugar.
I'm gonna give you kidney stones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, and that's the thing. It was a bad question because I was just wondering because I've never had a kidney stone. I've had tooth pain, and yeah, it sucked. But like,
Yeah, I've never had kidney stones.
dude, I'm afraid of things hurting my wiener. I'm really afraid of things hurting my wiener.
Yeah, like I said, I've had some weird little peas where it's like, oh man, oh
Yeah, but
yeah, but like,
I'd rather have another tooth removed and go through that 6-month process of my tooth rotting out. Remember when I ate the onion in the restaurant? My tooth was fucking half gone, and I exposed nerve. I think I lost like 20 pounds because I couldn't eat shit. I'd rather do that than get kicked in the balls once. I do not like dick pain. And not only is a kidney stone not just dick pain, but it's from the kidney through all the pathways it takes to get to your penis.
Something about that head pain that's just different. I
Yeah.
don't know. Because this pain's like, only if I sit this way, I get a heat pad, cool pad, whatever it is. Like, you could somehow manage that. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no
and-
idea.
And this guy was like doubled over in pain in the fetal position.
Yeah.
Couldn't walk. Like we had to carry him to the car to get him to the ER and shit. And I was never like that with my tooth.
But they might be like, here's a shot. Boom. All right, don't worry about it. Or I could just drink 40 beers and not worry about it, you know?
The thing is, I think you're safe from a kidney stone because you drink 40 beers. You know?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I drink 2 cases on the weekend. I'm fine, dude. That's just broke up anyway. It's getting flushed
My
out.
wreath is huge. I just pee like a racehorse. So it doesn't matter.
My stones don't get a chance to form. They're diluted by the liquor, dude.
Oh,
Like-
I'm killing that kidney.
yeah. And that's the thing. The dude wasn't a drinker, and that's why he gets them. You know?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, still, I don't know. I don't know what's best.
Science and magic is all I gotta say.
I feel like I'd choose tooth over kidney.
Yeah, I just don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, I have no frame of
Right now, I'm
reference.
saying no. I hate tooth pain. Tooth pain's the worst.
Yeah.
If you get one that lasts all day,
Let's
or even like
let's figure out a way to get kidney stones and then compare and contrast, and then we'll come back on
Yeah.
another podcast.
But I guess if you really had to break it down, like I don't have a choice to like go to a dentist or a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll take tooth pain, and you're grabbing a pair of pliers, you're ripping that son of a bitch out. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
All right.
You know how many people have died of teeth in the past?
Like lots.
Millions, millions, and millions, and millions.
If you look up, there's probably a lot of dudes that died from like kidney infections and shit because they didn't get big stones removed or something.
Well, I think eventually they'll come out, but it's going to take a minute. But yeah, it probably hurt. They're probably in there and they had no idea what it was. They're like, oh, you got this weird thing. Get the demon woman in here. She'll suck it out. But yeah, millions of people used to die just teeth. Their death would just say teeth beside it because they get an infection in their teeth. They didn't have a real actual dentist back then. So it just infect, go to their brain, go to their heart, dead.
Yeah.
All right, what you got next?
All right. We should probably do one last thing and then close it out. This
Yep.
one is fucking hilarious. I hope they have the video here. Okay, so GOP congressional candidate Anthony Hudson of Michigan posted a TikTok video featuring an AI-generated voice. I'm not going to say it now, but we'll play
Okay.
you the audio.
I have another dream. Yes, it is me, Martin Luther
Turn it up a
King.
little more.
I came back from the dead to say
Let me start it
something.
over.
As
Let me start it
I
over.
came back. What?
Hold on.
No.
Turn it up a little more. Turn it up a little
No,
more.
no, 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 no.
Yes,
no.
yes.
We started this one off bad. though.
No. He posted this on his Twitter, and this is his fucking campaign speech.
Oh, no.
It's from up north, so
Okay.
we got to make fun of them, dude, right?
Okay. All right.
You pay attention to the first thing. It's him screaming.
I have another dream. Yes, it is me, Martin Luther King. I came back from the dead to say something. As I was saying, I have another dream. That Anthony Hudson will be Michigan's 8th district's next congressman. Yes, I have a dream again. Okay, now I am going back to where I came from. Goodbye.
My name is Anthony Hudson, and I
And I approve this message. Is that him on that little thumbnail? And
Yes,
just so our
yes,
listeners
yes.
know, he is a chubby white man with a white beard.
Should be on the screen if you want to see it.
Oh, good Lord. How do you even... I mean, I don't guess. That's...
Fucking, what a world we live in nowadays.
He lost.
What a fuck. I don't think they voted yet.
No, he lost.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure.
Why?
Oh yeah, I don't even think any good. Not good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the cold, red-blooded Republican American can actually take that shit fucking seriously. He has it.
Well,
and-
now you just used AI, which one, that's a touchy subject already.
Yes.
Two, you're a white man using African race, which maybe that's acceptable. That's fine.
He wasn't used. The AI was.
But you used Martin Luther King. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
And then,
maybe you could have had.
and then the front,
I don't know.
the front was
I don't know his campaign.
like, is that the sound Martin Luther King makes when he comes from the dead? It's, I have another dream. and then the beginning, I think the beginning is hilarious. I'm rising from the dead.
Yeah.
And then he does his whole spiel and blah, blah. I had another dream. This guy. And now I'm going back to where I came from.
Oh my God. How dumb are people?
Fucking
And how can he run? I mean, anybody can run.
anybody
but
can run.
How can he run?
Ugh.
Oh God.
So,
And he looks like an idiot standing there with his baseball cap holding an American flag. I'm sorry.
so. So, hold on, because he didn't have a tweet. He had an X about it. That
We can still call it tweets. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what it is.
I
It's X.
can't.
We're not
find
there
it.
yet. 10 years, we'll be like, no, it's only X.
He posted on X. He posted a tweet on X. Saying like, I didn't know this was posted on my social media account. I apologize for blah 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 blah. And he did like the right thing at first, right?
Right.
Leave it at that. And the last sentence was, but I do believe that if Martin Luther King was alive today, he would support me. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit. You did that, dude. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, you did that. And
No, I didn't do it.
your
Some
publicist
kid-
was like, dude, you got to take that down right now. And he's like, well,
But if he was alive.
they're like, well, how can we reword this to make it seem like it's okay?
And he's sitting there tweeting like, I apologize for this. Yes, good. I didn't know this was on my social media. Yeah, dude, you got it. I apologize for anything and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dude, you're doing great and blah, 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 blah. I am so sorry for what happened on my social media that I wasn't in control of. Dude, you fucking nailed it. Just hit post like, but if Martin Luther King was alive today, I think he would vote for me. And like, no! No! Post. Oh, you ruined it!
You were fine, buddy. He's like, wait, but I say this, and they're like, no, you don't say that. And,
Nah.
and they're like, he's like, well, no, they'll get me. They'll get me.
This is what the voters want.
Oh, no, man, no, don't.
Yeah. We went, like I said, we had enough content, but I really had to share that one with you because
damn it.
it's top of the news thing, and it's fucking hilarious and bizarre. What kind of fucking world are we living in nowadays, dude? Seriously, what the hell is going on?
It's about to get fun. It's about to be a
Motherfuckers-
damn good time.
It's about to be a damn good time, dude. And
One
we're
way
gonna
or another.
And if you love our representation of this damn good time, keep following us. Cody, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time.
I had a damn good time. Make sure you click like and subscribe and keep tuning in for more amazing content like that.
Tell your grandma about us.
Yes, tell your
Tell her to
friends.
stay off AI.
Yeah. Yeah, stay off AI.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
She might get some weird prompts at AI, and you might get some weird MLK shit like that coming up.
I mean, unless she wants to hook up with that guy, we'll figure it out. But.
Could
Oh,
you imagine
God.
your grandparents on AI?
Oh, God. They wouldn't even know what to do.
Ugh.
They
Asking
wouldn't
them
even
weird
know
questions.
what to do. They'd just be like, what? I remember, all right, real quick. I remember seeing my grandma put the virtual reality headset on. Like
Yeah.
the fake one you just put your phone in the front of.
Okay.
And she literally threw it off her head with somebody's phone and was like, oh, my God. I'm like, I can't. They've seen some shit.
Yeah.
And now they're seeing, this shit we're going through. We're going to see some shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
All right.
love you guys, listener.
Boom, boom.
Love you, Cody.
Love you, bro. To a damn good time.
We'll catch you guys next time. I have a dream. Another dream.